All right, good morning. So I accidentally just talked about all this. We're going to redo it again. So first of all, I saw that all you ladies submitted your Diamond Push trackers to Brigida. So that's awesome. Don't forget with the Diamond Push that you, one, will get points for doing your daily activities. So turning in your Success Club trackers. Make sure you have that printed off. We start tomorrow. Jumping on one of the live calls and one of the power hours. So even if you didn't go Diamond, you would get your money back or part of the pot by doing the action, as well as, going diamond definitely is the goal. So tomorrow morning, I'll be sending out everyone's tracker breakdowns of where they're at with diamond and everything again, because we've had people moving their businesses forward. Um, I know also with this month, like I was talking to Megan about, I know she's been kind of pushing the last couple of weeks. But regardless, everyone said that they were wanting to jump in for another big, 300 person push tomorrow. So the biggest thing with that is I want you guys, even if you didn't get to 300, let's say, whatever your high is, I want you to double that and that be your goal. So like for me, I've sent 150 invites in a day. So sending 300 invites in a day could be a goal. Like if you've only ever sent 5 invites, I want you to like send 25 invites in a day. Like whatever your max is, think of a big number, send that every day, for at least for the week. Because again, that creates momentum in your business and that helps get people watching you. So we did this last month, we do it this month, so that this month and next month we start to see that momentum happening. Those girls who did it, back when are seeing it now. And then those who did it last month are starting to kind of see that residual setup for success. So make sure you have your notebook. I'm doing mine today. If you don't have enough people to do the 300 invites, then I would write out whoever your list is that you currently have. I would spend some time today doing follows, like following people, building relationships, and then add them to your list maybe tomorrow or the next day, that kind of a thing. So you can totally still do a 300 person push, even if you don't have 300 people today to invite. Also, if you've been in the business now longer than this is your first 30 days, then anyone who is over 30 days, maybe even 60 days, if they ghosted you or said follow up with me down the road, put them back on your list, especially if you don't have 300 people. So our 300 person push last month, I went through and invited everyone who was over 3 months old as a part of my group. Because now they've been watching you for a couple months. And so now it's your chance to re-invite them and see people come out of the woodworks, because they do. I just had a girl who I had invited twice, has never even responded to me, comment on a poll the other day and was like, hey, can I join your boot camps? And I'm like, what? I've been inviting you for months and you've never even responded like, no thanks later, like literally ghosted me for months. So just remember, even though they maybe aren't responding or whatever, people are watching you. And this is a great time. October is a great month to get people going because they're excited to look good for the holidays, but it's not the holidays yet. So this is a really prime time. And then for those of you that are pushing for, because we're all pushing for elite, right, as a team, but we're pushing for diamond qualification. The last 6 weeks to start qualification together as a team is November 21st. So I put that date on all of your guys' diamond push breakdowns, but I want you to also have it marked down in your calendar. That's what this call is going to be about. I'm going to give you dates, timeframes, things to kind of look for. If you did not watch Sam's call last week talking about game planning your month, planning your week, planning your social media, we're going to kind of work those in together and talk about for our team and our push and our success to make it on November 21st. What are the things we have to do this month to make that happen? So I know some of you have maybe 1 coach, 2 coaches, like you're still pretty new in the business and pretty new to pushing for diamond. That does not mean that you cannot go diamond by November 21st. Okay, so I'm just going to put that out there. All those little voices in your head saying that's a lot of coaches, I have to sign up a lot. We're ixnaying those. That is not real. Okay, the only thing is real is that you push every single day, like it's the last day of the month, or like we say, you're trying to hit Success Club, it's the last day of the month, or it's your last day to get into qualification. If you hustle like that every day for the next 3 months, month and a half, we will be an elite team. We will be there. You will be diamond, period, point blank. I've seen it happen time and time again when girls set a big goal. It's a scary goal. It's a goal that like freaks them out. And when they show up for their goal, and they show up for themselves, they hit success. When they let those kind of like inner fears take over, that's when they don't hit their goal. It's not because they push really, really hard and they didn't make it. 99% of the time, it's because they kind of push, kind of took their foot off the gas. They kind of did some stuff. They kind of tried. You only kind of try, you only kind of get results. Both in our fitness journey, that's the same in our business. So that's kind of what we're doing is we're hustling October, November, and technically we can go diamond until the end of the year. But I know we're all hustling for elite, and so that's November 21st is our date. So if you think about that, we have like a month and a half of hustling, guys. That is what this is. So turn your blinders on, figure out your schedule, get super hyper focused on like, okay, if I want to go diamond, that means I need to sign up blank coaches, right? And at the very top of your guys' diamond breakdowns, I wrote 8 coaches, 2 emeralds, 100 PV. What that means is you have to have 100 personal volume points in your account when you want to go diamond. You have to have 8 active coaches underneath you and 2 active emerald coaches, which means you have 2 coaches that have 2 active coaches under them, 1 on each leg, you plus 2. Okay, so it sounds like a lot, but in reality, just like your fitness journey where you have to go through the first pound to get to 5 pounds, to get to 20 pounds, to get to 50 pounds, you're continuing just losing that 1 pound over and over and over again to get bigger results. That's what this is. You're building one relationship, sending one invite, doing one action step that then signs up 1 person, 2 people, 3 people, 8 people, 2 emeralds. Like that is how this is. So don't get overwhelmed by the big goal. Let's put our head down. Let's figure out who's our next person who needs to be a part of this team in this community. Okay? So that's my little soapbox for the morning in my very manly voice. So like I said, I have your guys' breakdowns. The requirements are up here and your goal date is here. So I'll be, like I said, I'll be resending those out tomorrow. So to get set up for this diamond push as well as for our push, we're doing the basic vital behaviors. Again, Success Club Tracker all day, every day. That's what we're going to be checking in with. But I'm going to have you guys edit your Success Club Trackers because when it says send 5 invites, we're pushing like it's the last day of qualification, like it's the last day of Success Club. 5 invites is not going to be enough to go from 1 coach to diamond in essentially 6 weeks. Okay, so you need to take your 5 invites and, like I said, send 25 invites, send 50 invites. It's not always easy to do, but if you do these things, you will reach your goal, period. So again, Success Club Tracker, print one off, make sure you have it ready for you because we're starting to go big for sure. And then let's talk about dates. So our Morning Meltdown 100 Bootcamp starts tomorrow. So today, if you're one of the coaches helping co-host that group, you need to send out your invites, email invites for that. That 3rd round is now essentially over. So we are no longer inviting to Morning Meltdown 100. There's Julie. Hi, Julie girl. Good morning. So our bootcamp, Morning Meltdown 100, is officially, we're just going to count it as officially started, even though we start tomorrow. So those invites will go out tonight, and we are no longer looking at it as the October bootcamp. Okay, we are officially inviting to our November bootcamp as of October 7th. I know that seems kind of crazy, but that is literally how this business is built. It's not built on invite somebody when you want them to join, because let's be real, having a conversation, talking about a challenge pack, talking about coaching, that takes time. Then giving them time to mull it over, then giving them time to go back to their husband. Like, it takes time. Also, to find the right people takes time. And if you wait till the last minute, you're not going to be inviting the right people, and you're going to be waiting till the end of the month. And nobody needs to be stressed at the end of the month for Success Club. We need to hit Success Club now. So we are officially inviting to our Lift 4 boot camp, which I'm really excited that everybody like voted on Lift 4 because it was a program. I know Megan loves it. Tyra loves it. We have all done Lift 4 like back in when it first came out back in the day. I think I did 2 rounds of it, obsessed with it. And I think this is going to be a great program to get us ready for our New Year plan. So I want to talk to you guys about dates for Lift 4 real quick. Like I said, we're inviting to our Lift 4 boot camp. We will be doing prep week. And remember, guys, when you look at this as a business, you plan it out in advance. This is not something where you're like, we will maybe have a boot camp. You always have a boot camp you're inviting to, period. So I did the dates. And so based on everyone completing the 100 days of morning meltdown, 9 times, yeah, Tyra did it more than anybody for sure, for sure. Everyone will end their 100 days of workouts if they're in that first group who is super on point and everything on November 5th. So that week, I want to give a little bit of time frame between the end of that for people who are close to finishing. But also, like we talked about in November, we're going to host a Lift 4 as a, that's what we're inviting to. But there's going to be people who are finishing Morning Meltdown 100 in that boot camp. And that's okay. Like, we're going to combine the two. There's also going to be people who maybe that you're inviting, we offer them Lift 4 and they don't like weights, or when you're talking to them, you find out they're not really a big fan of weightlifting and they would rather do a dance program. You can invite them to this boot camp. That being said, we are going to promote it like a Lift 4 boot camp, but this isn't going to be, because Morning Meltdown was like a brand new launch. It was super intense. That's why I loved having everybody do the same program, which I still do, but because we have girls finishing Morning Meltdown, we're going to have some girls doing different programs, and that's okay. So when you're inviting, if you have somebody who's like that outlier person, bring them in the group. They still have to have the same requirements. They have to be doing a program, have their shakes. I'm becoming a little more flexible with your shakes or the performance pack, like the Energize and the Recover. I really do want people to be on Shakeology, and you guys know the benefits of Shakeology and understand why it's so important. But at the same time, there is a group of people who are kind of set in their ways and aren't ready to jump off right away with Shakeology and maybe need a little more time to kind of see the benefits of it in our groups. So if they want to go more of the performance pack route, I'm okay with that. So just so you guys know. And with Lift 4, I'm going to be recommending the deluxe, like the one that has Shakeology, Mom Crack, and Recover together. So we're going to talk a little bit about upselling and understanding that. And for this month, because I got some clarification on pricing and things for you guys, how to talk about it and how to upsell it and still get a discount for your girls, okay? So they finished their 100 workouts on the 5th. So that weekend, we're gonna do like a big celebration. The decals for the 50 workouts and the 100 workouts are coming on Monday. So I'm gonna do a post tomorrow asking for everybody to share a picture of their 50th workout check-in from their journal. And then whoever did, I'm going to send them out decals individually this week in the mail. So they'll get their 50 workout decal. And then for the girls that finish 100, they'll get their 100 decal. They go in their blender bottles, their Shakeology shakers. They're super cute. There's a 5 and like a circle around it. And one's holographic and one's like a black holographic. And then the 100 one says 100 strong and it's 100 bold and then strong's like cursive. So just something different, something little that we can do for the girls. For the 100 girls, I might put in like a Mom Crack in the decal little package or whatever, because that's a big deal. Completing 100, I mean, the fact that I'm almost at 50, I'm like, I've done 50 workouts straight through on the same program, like ever, like, so. What?
I have to run some PV through Patrick's account. So do you want me to buy some Energize and I'll just give it to you on the 1st, 2nd?
If you want to. There's no pressure with that, but if you want to.
Well, in the next couple weeks I have to, so.
I will. Guys, Megan is going to go diamond.
Hopefully.
No, totally. So soon. Anyways, but yes, run some PV, whatever you want. And if you want to, I'm down to put those as a part of the program package or whatever.
Cool.
So, so that weekend, the 8th, 9th, 10th, that'll be kind of our celebration weekend. I want to, every person that finishes 100 workouts, to do an individual shout out for them with like their face and graphic and whatever. Also, I'm hoping after 100 workouts, girls will be comfortable sharing their transformation pictures. Us as coaches need to take advantage of that and share those, okay? Because that's a big deal to finish 100 workouts. also as our team to share the victory. So sharing those graphics of your girls in the boot camp or the other girls, don't be afraid to like share. We are all one big team. So it's not like my girls' transformations are mine. Like all of our girls are together, working together. They're all a part of this team. So anyways, so the 5th. Then we will start prep week on the 12th of November for Lift 4. The reason I did the 12th is because Veterans Day is the 11th, and I feel like some people are out of town. Okay, Lift 4 is an 8-week program. So we'll do prep week through the 17th, and then we'll start Lift 4 on the 18th. That gives also the people who are finishing up Morning Meltdown, if they're within like a week or two of finishing, they can finish Morning Meltdown 100 during prep week and then jump in on Lift 4 as well. So it does give a little more of that buffer window for girls who are like in that second boot camp round. If they want to hustle and finish, they can. Okay, so that's the biggest thing. Keep in mind, November 21st is when we have to enter qualification. Our boot camp starts on the 18th. So our goal is to fill our team, our drop down, our coaches, our discount coaches. My entire first diamond and Jeff's second diamond was originally built on discount coaches. Okay, so I'm saying like you're signing up 8 coaches. I'm not saying you're signing up 8 business builders necessarily. But regardless, the reason I did that, guys, was so that our plan for starting our boot camp and going into qualification are at the same time. We have a week buffer to get everything all set up and good to go. But the whole point is we're inviting to this boot camp to facilitate that, okay? And we're giving ourselves an entire month and a half to kind of make that happen. What I'm gonna be telling people is that they have to be signed up. My goal is to have everybody signed up for that boot camp by the 7th of November because you want them to get their stuff. At the worst, I will sign somebody up until the 12th of November for this Lift 4 boot camp because if they get Beachbody on demand, Lift 4 is already in there and they're not getting new things other than their shakes. Okay, so, but the goal is to have them signed up before prep week starts. So again, and then we'll start talking about moving forward, what we're gonna do. So the new program that launches in the new year is a bar program. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it about it. When we go to Super Saturday in Phoenix, the trainer for it is going to be there. So I'll see if we like it more. If not, I think as a team, we should do the 6 weeks of work program. I know, I'm scared. I don't know, but I feel like talk about like kick-ass results, starting the new year off crazy. And again, we can promote for that group, but then if other people are brand new and they want to do like 21 Day Fix or another program, we can give that as an option. Megan, change your face. It's exciting. We're excited. So let's talk about things in between there. So there are going to be a team call on the 8th of October 8th now. Like I'm talking about how we're inviting for things. We have a team call with Paula, who's one of the top Success Club earners on Team Forward Fitness. This girl is in 30 or 40 points every single month, and she's going to talk to us about how she does that specifically. So I would recommend being on that call. If you're not on a ton of team calls, that's one that I would definitely recommend being on. On the same time, we're starting our 300 push this week. So if we're doing 300 invites now, again, we're inviting to November. Don't tell them you're inviting to a November boot camp. Just let them know you're inviting them to this awesome workout program where they get to work out 4 days a week. They got comprehensive nutrition. It's all about lifting, HIIT, building lean muscle, and feeling really strong going into the new year. Okay. So that's going to be that. On the 14th of October, I'm hosting the team call, and I'm going to ask you ladies on what you would like me to talk about. So I'm leaving that call open, but it will be on the 14th. And I'm going to like open it up to Team Bold Fitness as well and see like what girls are feeling like they need to hear about more or talked about more. And I will address those things in my call. And then as a part of the Diamond Push that most of you girls are in, they're going to have Emerald Push calls, 2 of them during the time frame. You should be inviting your brand new coaches to those calls. Okay, this is a great opportunity for them to feel a huge team environment, feel like there's so much support, so much energy. They're also going to be doing live power hours, which I get so much success when I do power hours because I feel like I'm like in motivation with others / competition, like who can send the most invites. Like I like get really hyped on that stuff. Again, be on the power hours. And then they're also going to offer new coach calls, which Sam and I are going to offer a new coach call as well, just to make sure that we're covered. But if you have a new coach who's ready, have them jump in on that. Our new coach call is going to be on the 28th of October at 6. So definitely going to hype that. So like Sam talked about in our original thing, since that's when our new coach call is, right? It's going to be on that Monday. We're going to be talking about coaching, which is so scary and hard and difficult and whatever. We all, okay, now we've said it all. Those are all the reasons why talking about coaching is difficult, hard, it's scary. Let's get over it, because you're obviously here as a coach for a reason. There's reasons you love this business. So don't be scared to share those. And it can be outside of your health and fitness journey. It can be that you get to hang out with cool people. It can be that you stay more accountable to yourself because you're helping others. It can be that you feel like a love tank that you don't get from your job. That's for me, whatever those things are for you. You have a lot of time to think about it, but the week of the 21st, October 21st, every day my goal is to have like a challenge post that I'm challenging you guys on, like, I want you to talk about this about coaching, like, and you put it from your perspective, okay? Because on the 26th, we're doing another coach sneak peek. That's gonna be on the Instagram. And for those of you who sent me videos last month that you did not like, or that were 12 videos long, I'm gonna challenge you to redo it this month, okay? Because half of the battle on talking about coaching is knowing your story, knowing your journey, and being able to share it in 1 minute or less. Past 1 minute, people tune out. This is the same thing also that I wanna get you comfortable with talking about saying, because that's part of what we do as coaches, to share our journey. And when you meet someone on the street and they say, what do you do? Like, oh, I'm a health and fitness coach. Oh, really? How'd you do that? 1 minute or less. Can you tell somebody, a random person on the street, what you do as a coach, how you got there, why you love it? If you can't do it, then this month you have 26 days to practice and make those 1 minute videos. I'll give you 1 minute and 30 seconds if you need, but this month we're not doing 3-minute videos, because this is a skill that needs to be honed to be successful in this business, is being able to love, be passionate, have that come through in short, concise periods of time. And you guys know I can talk, okay? So I get it. I get lengthy as hell. So no judging. I'm just saying that that's part of what this business is. So on the 26th, you're gonna be inviting girls to Coach Sneak Peek. If you're going through your list of inviting of people, and over the next, couple weeks, you're like, oh my God, this girl would be an amazing, amazing coach. Invite her to the sneak peek. Add her, have her go follow the page. I'm going to, she can look through it already, but probably the beginning of that week, I'll take down all the posts. I'm going to reschedule them to go up. And then I'm going to share our stories on there the day of. So I'm going to require everybody this time to get me their stories by the 24th. Okay, so that's lots of time. You could do it today and send it to me. I have all the stories saved in like a little Beachbody file on my phone. So I'm gonna keep them, and we're gonna use these every month. We're gonna have a coach sneak peek and a coach webinar every single month for your girls. So when you're bringing on new coaches or inviting people, you have something to invite them to. And I'm hoping in the near future, girls are gonna want to, we'll maybe change up the coach sneak peek, and create something a little bit different if we want. But for right now, let's give it a try and see how it goes last month. We actually had people who were watching. Like, I had girls who have never responded to me about coaching, but who went and followed the page to watch. And so those people who are watching from your pages are now going to see the same stuff go up this month. So if they weren't paying attention last month, maybe they're paying attention this month. That's the goal, to keep people coming back and to continue to give them the information. Coach Sneak Peek on the 26th, coach webinar on the 27th. You can invite girls to the coach webinar. Sam and I are going to do it together this month. We're going to go through, if you haven't watched our PowerPoint, we're going to kind of redo it a little bit together. And you'll have the opportunity to invite your girls to that. So if you invite them to the sneak peek, invite them to the webinar. The cool part is, after we're done with the webinar, I'll share the link. And I've been sharing our coach webinar, our coach opportunity webinar, like throughout the month. So we don't have a sneak peek going and people are like, what is coaching? I would love to send you a video to kind of explain it a little bit more. It gives us a third-party tool to use for inviting, to make it simpler and more effective with those girls who you think would be amazing to build this business with. And then Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, they have the new coach call. Jump them right into this business, okay? So we're really setting them up for success. We're also setting you up for success because we're giving deadlines. This is something Megan and I talked about, is that people need deadlines. And it's hard because we don't want to be aggressive and be like, you have to do it today. But I've also found in this business is that people want to do things. They also are scared to do things. So it's kind of like that shit or get off the pot mentality. Like either you say yes, or you can watch me for another month and say yes next month, right? So it pushes them to say yes to themselves. So don't be afraid to give deadlines instead of being like, whenever it's convenient for you. No, homie, you got to sign up by Wednesday. That's our cutoff. And it gives people a sense of urgency. Like, I need to get this spot. I need to get into this boot camp, whatever it is. So you'll kind of see, like, especially when it comes close to starting time for boot camps, I'm always like, okay, I've got 3 spots left. You're ready to go. Even if I don't have 3 spots left, guys, I tell everyone I have 3 spots left, 1 spot left. Give them a sense of urgency. Regardless if you have 10 spots and you haven't signed anybody up, you have 1 spot left and they need to get it now. Exactly. Tyra comes from a sales background. And yeah, don't allow people to waste your time. Absolutely. Either people are going to do it or not do it. You asking them to do it by a time frame is not going to make or break them. I have girls who literally, I have given them a time frame. They tell me they can't make it work. And then the next month they come around. Like, you know, but you have to respect your time and also respect their time. Respect the fact that if they jump in late or if they're wishy-washy, they're not really ready. So they're not ready to talk about it with you. So we need to move on until they are ready, okay? You need to have the mentality that this is an amazing opportunity and they would be lucky to do this with you, and they will. But you have to give them the opportunity to do that, okay? And then last thing, Super Saturday. For those of you that live in the Arizona area, a bunch of us are going to the one in Phoenix. If you don't live in Phoenix, it doesn't mean you can't go to Super Saturday, okay? They're all over the US. I have gone to Super Saturdays by myself, like so many times. So many times, guys. Before Wesleyan moved back and before Megan was like cool and decided to come with me on our team, I went to probably 2 or 3 Super Saturdays by myself, had a blast, did a kick-ass workout, made friends. Like, think about it. You're talking to people who are like positive, uplifting, and want to have a good time. You know what I mean? Like, this is not a weird environment to go to by yourself. There's going to be plenty of other people there who are there by themselves as well. But it also shows people when you go to those events and go to any of our events that we're not all over a computer screen, that we do get together in person. It does reiterate the bigger community, that our community isn't 4 people. Our community is huge. And it also reiterates to them that this is fun. Those events are fun. I have not missed a Super Saturday since the day I decided I was committed to my business. Not one. I take it off work. I work around it. I go to every Super Saturday. It is a part of, it's like Summit. It's a non-negotiable. That's how Super Saturday is. So do your best to make it work. Figure out where one is near you. Sam has driven 2 hours to one by herself with 3 kids. Okay? I've seen her show up with Cannon in a stroller, come from San Diego to go to Super Saturday. Breastfeeding and all. So not saying that we can all be Sam, because we can't, because she's nutty, but in the best way. But I'm going to challenge you guys. If you don't make it to this one, the next one will be in January.
Do you know the date?
Huh?
You know the date?
No, not yet. But they're always every quarter. So they like, it'll be January, February time. And at the end of this month, October 25th through November 4th, Summit tickets that are normally $225 right now are on sale for $155. So your goal is to not only hit Success Club, sign up 3 people, and get the $150 and buy your Summit ticket. Okay? If you have not already. Like, that is, again, a non-negotiable. And I already am like so excited for the crew that's already committed to going, but I think that as we get closer, more girls are going to jump in and we're going to need to get more rooms. And I'm like really, really hyped about it. And New Orleans is so cool. I went there for my first summit and I was like, and Sam and I literally flew in, flew out. Like, I was pumping in the process, you know, first time leaving my kid. It was crazy. We didn't even get to see New Orleans. I'm like, this time I'm like, we're not doing that. Like, we're going to go early. We're going to stay a little late. You know, I left New Orleans at 3 a.m. to get to a flight at 5 a.m. and we went to bed at 1. Okay, like, that's how in and out of New Orleans we were. Like, we were so hardcore. But I had to get home to my kid, and I was like, okay, well, we're making it work. It's fine, you know? So keep that on your radar. Those are the key dates that I want you guys to have marked down in your planner. Know what you're inviting to. And then Do it. Remove the emotion. This is an opportunity that they're lucky to have from you. It's not that they're doing you a favor. No one's doing you a favor, okay? You're offering them an amazing service that's something that has changed your life. And if they want to join you, phenomenal. If they don't, someone else will. And they better jump on it quick. They better be quick about it, because if they're not, again, you have the mentality like, okay, I've even said to people, it's fine if you don't want to take advantage of my rebate right now, but if you want to pay full price next month, totally fine. No big deal. But if you decide to take advantage of the coupon, let me know. It's available till tomorrow. Not rude, direct, to the point, letting them know you can join whenever. I don't care if you join this month. You're going to pay full price next month, but that's cool. You know, give them the opportunity to understand that this is a business and you're serious, and you're also serious about helping girls get results. This is not some like whim hobby that you do like, whenever you're ready, come join us. No, we're ready. Come on, let's do it together, you know? Those were the main things I wanted to give you guys kind of the opportunity on this call. If you had questions about the push, certain things you wanted to go over. Oh, the prices for the challenge packs, how we're doing it this month. Okay. So what I learned is that BB Links is managed not by Beachbody, which I did not know that. I thought Beachbody created BB Links. So it's managed by a coach who created it as a third-party app to help Beachbody. That being said, the way they have it set up for this month is very confusing. So I'm going to explain it to you guys real quick, because I was very confused and gave you guys in the Dream Team page some wrong information, not intentionally, but I clarified it with not only customer service, but also Brigida to make sure I was giving you guys correct information. We're still able to have a huge discount, but when you're looking in BB Links, I was talking to you guys about the 6 weeks of work program, right? And how it's a super discount right now, and then we have promo codes. So typically when like Morning Meltdown went on sale, Beachbody automatically discounts the program. So let's say it's a $190 program, they drop it $20, it's $170. Then 2 months ago, they launched these promo codes. So we would give them an extra $10 off the already discounted program. For 6 weeks of work, they decided they're not giving an automatic discount for the challenge packs. What they're doing instead of the discount is they're offering the $20 off promo codes to coaches, essentially with the incentive that if you just go and buy this program on the website, you're paying full price. If you sign up with a coach, you're getting a discount. So it's giving people an added incentive to work with a coach versus work by themselves. Okay, so I understand the point behind it. But in BB Links, when you're typically looking at a program, I don't know if you guys can see this, not really. It has the full price, the retail price, and then it has the promo retail. Normally, with like when they automatically discount a challenge pack, it'll say regular and promo retail. The promo retail is the discounted price that Beachbody is giving everybody. But since they're not doing that this month, the BB Links person, though, still put it like how it normally looks, which is why I was confused. The promo retail is with the promo code, not automatic, okay? So when you're talking to people and you're looking at BB Links, you're gonna tell them that this program is normally $170 for the 6 weeks of work annual Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology Challenge Pack, and you have a $20 off promo code, and that's how they're gonna get it for $150, okay? I just don't want there to be any confusion, because it confused me, because it looks exactly the same as it does when Beachbody normally already discounts the program, but they're not doing that for us this month. And I'm sure that this promo code thing, every month has been different since they've launched it. How you're getting promo codes has been different every month. So they're like checking this out, this whole promo code thing. So it's brand new. So I'm still kind of learning with it too. So I'm sorry about giving you guys wrong information. But that being said, the 6 weeks of work annual Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology Challenge Pack is still the best option for those getting signed up for Lift 4. The main reason is because the annual all access program, the traditional one that's the base challenge pack that we get people hooked up with, is $160. No discount right now. That is what it costs, $160. If they do the 6 weeks of work, it's normally $170, but because they have you, they're gonna get it for $150, okay? So that promo code that you got in your email, you can use it as many times as you need. This is not like last month where you only got 3 promo codes, and once they used it, it kind of went bad. Like you couldn't use it again. This promo code can be used as many times, including if you decide you want to buy a challenge pack on your husband's account or something like that, or a completion pack, you can use the promo code yourself. Okay? So just keeping that in mind, because I know some of you are trying to go Emerald and have a control account and all of that. Might not be a bad way to do that. So the base pack, the 6 weeks of work, challenge pack. Then if you go through the completion packs right now for those girls who, again, I'm talking about us doing 6 weeks of work at the new year. If they don't get signed up with the 6 weeks of work with you right now, we will have to purchase that in the new year, just the VIP access, which I think is $40 or $50. So make sure to let them know we're doing the Lift For program, but the 6 weeks of work, and this is how I'm going to present it. But right now we have this new program that we're doing in January, and it's an added gift for you, normally a $50 incentive. It's going to be added in there. So when we go to do it in January, you'll already have it and you won't have to reinvest. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah? Okay, let me know. Unmute yourself if it doesn't. Feel free to just jump on or whatever. Okay, so then when I talked about upselling or giving them the opportunity to get the things that they need to be successful all around. So Lift For is a lifting program. And anyone who's done Lift For knows that it is hardcore and it takes your muscles like it. I had better arms during Lift For than probably any program. And Megan and Tyra can attest to this. It is not a joke. And I could not personally, and I know Megan did it without mom crack, which makes her a little crazy, but what?
And without Recover.
I know, which makes you kind of a type of person. I know you like to suffer. But for those of us who are, live in the real world where we don't enjoy those things, mom crack and Recover are a requirement for survival in the program. So you're not offering them something they don't know. This is a need factor, and it was recommended for the Lift For participants and a part of the test group as well. So when you're talking to somebody, and I usually like talk to them about the shakes, talk to them about the program, and then if you're sharing your mom crack on your social media and you brand it however you want, teacher survival or whatever you need for you, you don't have to call it mom crack. That is just for me. That was a catchy branding that I loved, fell in love with. I know other coaches call it unicorn juice, go-go, like my go-go juice. Like there's so many things. Be creative. You don't have to call it mom crack or any type of crack. If you don't like that, like it's fine. I just thought mom crack was funny. And most people are like, how do you get crack and why is it legal? You know, it's a conversation piece. That's why I picked it. And I stole it from another coach. I didn't like come up with that on my own, in case you guys are wondering. None of the branding stuff like that I do is like the dance party. That's not hyper original to me. It's just something I love doing, so I do it on my stories. I thought mom crack was funny, so that's why I use it in my branding. Do what feels right to you on your social media, but more of these products and programs you are using as a coach and sharing, more of them you're able to share with people and give them stories to share themselves or want them to try things. That is why I found the products that I love and I use them every day, and almost every single day will share at least 2 of them on my stories. Mom crack every day, superfoods sometimes, Recover sometimes, and the beach bars sometimes. Those are like my 4 favorite products that I use almost every day, unless Peyton eats all my beach bars and then I don't have them. But everything else I have on, I order Shakeology on my account and I order my Performance Stack on Jeff's account. Okay, so I'm keeping 2 accounts active. I would buy these products anyways because I love them and they're so great for the programs that I like to do, but it also is helping me from a business standpoint keep my accounts active. So for those of you that are trying to sign up a control account, keep in mind you're getting these things anyways. Most of you are getting this like exact products I'm talking about, but just on your account. So when you say like, oh, I'm gonna have to sign up my husband, that's gonna be another expense. You're just rotating. You're just separating the products out. That's all you're doing, okay? So with, again, giving them the opportunity to get everything they need. Being sore is one of the worst feelings and one of the reasons a lot of people stop working out. Or being tired, not having energy, not wanting motivation. This is motivation in an instant gratification form. Energize is the most ordered every single month product of all products through Beachbody. The #1 product. Okay, so get that in someone's hands, let them try it. They will be obsessed. It is an easy thing to talk to people about because it's instant gratification, whereas Shakeology, you have to like drink it for a while consistently to feel how good you feel on it, which is part of the reason why sometimes people, when they don't give it a chance, I'm like, you're genuinely not giving it a chance when you drink it twice. Like, you can't understand how good you're going to feel if you just drink it for 2 weeks consistently, right? Energize is not like that. You drink it, you feel the tingles, you're ready to go. Recover, you drink it, you don't feel as sore the next day. Instant gratification. So it's an easy upsell or giving them all the things they're going to need for this program when you talk to them about the annual Beachbody On Demand Shakeology and Performance Deluxe Challenge Pack that also includes a free gift, the 6 weeks of work. Okay, so this program is normally $220. You're going to give it to them for $200. Beachbody On Demand is $100 for the year. Shakeology for a retail customer is $130. They are getting 6 weeks of work, a tub of Energize, a tub of Recover for free. For free. And they're getting to sign up as a coach for free. So again, it's more money, yes. It's a whole $30 difference, but they're getting 3 products for free that normally would cost them $150. So don't be afraid to let people know how much you're helping them. You're giving them a discount, you're saving them money. Understand the concept of, yes, it's a little more money up front, but you're getting them products they need for this. Also, you're getting them an insane value. So sometimes people are like, I don't know about the cost, I'll let them know. Well, just so you know, this, and this. So you're essentially getting these 3 things for free. And people are like, oh, I'm getting free stuff? Cool. Like, they're all about that life. So again, it's just being comfortable with asking for money, because the reality, people are going to spend their money regardless. At least this way, you're spending them with something that's going to help them, make them feel good, and help change their lives, versus that makeup that they did not need or that, Starbucks run that they don't need, all of those things. So now that I've, sufficiently probably made you guys even more tired than you already are, maybe hyped? Are we hyped or tired? Hyped? Okay. Okay, good. Thanks, Megan, for reinforcing me. So ladies, let me know, what questions do you have? How I would like each of you to kind of just tell me how you're feeling going into this push. Are you excited? Are you nervous? What are the things that you're like immediately are going through your brain when you say, let's do a push? Is it excitement? Is it nerves? Excitement?
I am excited, and like, I feel a little overwhelmed. My Beachbody to-do list is long, but it's Sunday, so I can do it.
I love that. I love that. And if you can get one of those, as long as you're doing the business building activities, the business related activities, you work them in as you can, but I love that, Megan. And you're somebody who has been running with the push for a solid month now. Yeah, a solid month. And I'm so very proud of you, because once you get on the push life, then sending 25 invites, you're like, nah, it's fine. Once you get over the hump.
It is different. So I wrote my list of 300 people, and the first beginning of the list is all your personal people, right? Your first 20 or whatever. So I'm sending texts, and I'm like, oh, hey, you can't ignore this because it's on your phone. You can ghost Facebook, but
don't
Megan texting you
with a smiley face emoji. You have to respond.
Because I love emojis.
Right. And what about you, Julie? How are you feeling? I know you've been super busy, but we're super hyped about this push. So you tell me how you're feeling going in. I'm going to unmute you since you have a kid.
There we go. I feel good. I actually sent out, 200 invites, and now I'm not scared. Yeah. I'm kind of wanting to do it, but I'm waiting for I'm still doing it, but I'm being strategic about it because of our pay and how it switched up. Mm-hmm. But I'm all in. I'm not if they don't want to do it, I'm like, okay. And then one girl said she didn't have time, and I said, totally understand that. And yeah, and I was like, I get it. And so, but then I did a story, and she's following me and explaining where I'm making my time. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I just feel like I got it. I'm getting it. You know what I mean? It's taking time, but it honestly, for me, inviting was I kept second guessing myself. I'm like, okay, I'm going to invite them and not know what I'm doing. And then my husband's like, well, you're not going to grow. You're not going to, if you don't do it, then you're not going to know. And I was like, yeah, that's true. So I went ahead and did it.
Good
I
job,
was like,
Bubby. Coming up clutch with the pep talk. We like it.
well, it helped too, because I was thinking of you saying take the emotion out. So I did. I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm just going to send it out. So
I'm so proud of you, Julie. I know that there was a lot of like nerves behind it. And
oh,
like
yeah.
I said, once you've done it, once you've ripped off the Band-Aid, it just
It's
feels
like,
good then.
yeah, like it's like a roll. Yeah.
I love that you're talking about the objections you're getting on your story, like answering those questions for people, because that is
Mhm.
key. Like letting them know,
Yeah.
hey, I'm juggling like all kinds of ish. So
I can't stand when people use time as an excuse. I want to be like,
Yeah.
okay, really? That's hard for you? Get up. Wake up earlier.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
same.
Mm.
But
So
you
like
know,
my next thing is like adding posts, like going on there on my actual profile.
no.
And so I've got to make sure I find like, and like me and my husband talked about it, finding that special time, like where it's not when, you know, everybody's running around crazy, and I can legit have like me time. So that's, I think I'm going to do something like that today, but I wanted to sit down and like really focus, you
Yeah.
know?
That's so great. And your hubby sounds like he's stepping up in the best way to like kind of give you a little bit of that. You know, in the beginning, it's a lot harder to kind of get that momentum going and find.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. And you're such a rock star mommy. So I know you're super busy, but I'm so proud of you for making it happen. It's not easy to
Thank
do,
you.
but it's
Well, I'm
great.
hoping Lindsay gets on board, because like Lindsay said she went to the bank and the lady was like, "Are you dieting?" And she was like, "No, I just kind of like started eating better," and like saying what she was doing. It's okay, here, come here. And anyway, so she started asking about it, and then, you know, she still sends me like every time she takes her mom crack or whatever, like she'll send it into my story, and she's like, "Give me a minute, I'm building up courage," and then she's going to start posting. But she's been posting the you know, the calendar. She printed it out,
Yeah.
and so I'm trying to enforce the book and implement that so that it'll encourage her to do it, and then order that so that way she's like full blown. But she's like doubling up and stuff on the workouts. So she's on fire, and she's lost 26 pounds. So she's doing good.
I talked to her the other day on Instagram and I was like, I hear you're killing it. I'm hearing about you. And she was like, oh my gosh, I know. Well, I'm feeling good. I'm like, good for you, girl. So
Yeah, she was searching for you on Instagram, so I had to like send her things. So I know that she's following you and Sam, and I told her, I was like, just go in the boot camp and like, not to be like a weirdo, but like like type in their names, and then you
absolutely.
can see everybody else's stories, and it'll help you, and then you can kind of draw from that. So
Absolutely.
she's
Not a
going
weird
with
thing.
I see
We're all about that life. We're all about the creep life. No big deal.
it.
Okay, good. So Julie's excited and ready. What about you, Miss Tyra?
I don't know. I'm scared. I'm obvious, you know me. Like I'm all in for it, but
Mhm.
like I'm like really having to change my mindset because I was a kind of a part of the last push, but like obviously I didn't do shit because I had a lot going on.
Yeah,
Like mentally I was struggling with my life and the miscarriage and everything. So
absolutely.
um yeah, so all that happened and now I'm like, oh my god, I have like 46 followers on my new Instagram. Like I need to start following people. I need to start making posts. Like, I'm like, I'm all in and I'm one of those people that like I can, I don't have to have already done all those behaviors and like already started. Like you tell me I might not know what I'm doing, but I'm like, I'll do it. Like I will do it even if it's terrifying, like, you know, I just have to make it happen. So I'm scared for sure because I'm like, I feel like I really don't know what I'm doing, but like, I'm like, okay, well, I know how to sign up a challenge pack. I know how to tell people some shit. So I can, you know.
You know more than most, girlfriend. So this is the thing about you, Tyra. Is you're that person, like you said, when I say, okay, you have to sign up somebody by tomorrow, you're like, okay, we'll sign up. Let's go. What's next? Whatever. So
Should I have an hour? Okay. Or 15 minutes.
So you're a very resourceful person, and I think a lot of your fear probably does come from like not knowing. But I think that's also something to keep in mind is that this type of business, you have to embrace the fact that you're never going to know. Even if you did all the trainings and listened to all the calls and all the things. Like we just went through 2-star diamond qualification, and I reached out to Brigitte and was like, so what's this, like, explain second CBC to me. I know that that's a thing. I know that you get one. I have no idea where I put it, how it works, blah, blah. So like, you will always be learning in this business, regardless of how big you are, you know?
Yes.
But it is that failing forward. It is embracing the chaos, that feeling of not knowing. That is the make or break between coaches who are successful in this business and those who are not, is embracing that feeling of like, I know nothing and doing it anyways.
Yeah.
Which I still need to send you, and I'm sorry, I fucked up. I need to send you the stuff for your aunt. I just realized that when I texted you this morning that I never did.
What stuff?
Is she doing the boot camps with us?
Oh yeah, yes.
Okay.
She is. And I
get her added.
I like went all out and like I told her everything. I mean, you
Oh,
know, she's like, it was good practice for me because like she'll do what I need her to do because we're really close. We're more like sisters.
Mhm.
And like since we went to Hawaii and like she's like on board with like transforming her life, and she saw how passionate I was about it. So yeah. And I feel like for me, the biggest thing is really the daily behaviors, like changing my mind, because like I've been in the mindset like, oh, this is like a kind of like a hobby, you know, because like, I mean, obviously I'm a business owner myself, like I own my own business, and so I know what it takes to, you know, build a business. But like I just realized this morning that like, oh my God, my mindset is like, oh, this is a hobby. Like I want to help people. But like I haven't even been thinking of it as a business, even though, you know, how many calls have I been on where you're like, oh, this is business, business. Like I just didn't realize that my mindset has been somewhere else, you know, just not even, yeah. So anyway, I just need to work on the daily behaviors and like that it's not just a hobby, like, oh, I'm just gonna find someone today to sign up. Like
Absolutely. And for me, that transition was kind of like you, in the same where I was just kind of doing it as an outlet, and just because I did like helping people. And then it was like almost like it kind of bulldozed me a little bit, where I'm like, oh, like this could actually be a business. I guess I just have to like treat it like that.
yeah.
But it is a transition, you know, it is a mindset shift for sure. And it's funny with how your mentality has been. I mean, you have what, 5 coaches or something? That's why you crack me up. So yes, the vital behaviors for you, and you're like Julie in the same way. Like if once you start doing them and then you like rip off that Band-Aid, you'll be like, oh, that's nothing. It's totally fine. Like I can totally do this. You know, you're both the same in that way. But I'm just going to continue to challenge you to do that is my plan.
Yeah, that's good.
Just randomly message you, okay, today's the day. We're going to invite 25 people, go. And you'll be like, okay, deal.
Like, it has to be done by 3. I'm like, okay.
So I totally get that. And we're all coming to it from different places. But you also entered into this diamond bet and are actually at a point where you legitimately could, you know, if you decide to do that push for diamond, like you're right there. You're legitimately at that place where it wouldn't be outrageous. But it is doing the vital behaviors consistently and pushing over the next 6 weeks. So, and I know Jessica's doing it with us too. But regardless, we're all pushing individually, but pushing together. So I was going to ask you ladies what you thought. Does daily accountability help you or stress you out? Because I know for like Team Bold Fitness, they're very big into like every day before bed, they check in with how their day went with their vital behaviors. I sent out my invites. I did my follows. I had I built relationships. I did my workout, that kind of stuff. And for them, they thrive on that because they see someone else did it. So then they feel like they need to do it too, kind of a thing, you know, or throughout the day, they'll check in or whatever. They also check in when it's a rough time or a bad day or they didn't get shit done and they only sent 3 invites, and we can hype them to be like, it's okay. 3 invites is better than none. And what's your goal tomorrow? You know, kind of a thing. So But I also know our team is very different than Team Build Fitness in how we roll and how we work and like the type of people that we are. So I want to do what's the best for you guys versus what's working for them. I have the Dream Team pod. I'm going to be cleaning that out today and creating a second pod, which you girls are welcome to invite to. I'm going to come up with some name, not creative because I'm not that cool, some very basic, not creative name. And I'm going to be adding the girls who aren't pushing for Diamond at the end of the year into that pod. So our pod will be a smaller, condensed group, just us. I have a call with some of the other girls on Tuesday to figure out their goals and if they want to stay in this pod or go to the other. But for new coaches who are interested in building the business in any way, you can add them into this other pod.
Okay.
We're going to keep the Dream Team pod pretty exclusive. I want it to be girls who are pushing for Diamond and beyond, who want to go Diamond, want to go 1-star, want to go to New Leader Conference, want to qualify for the trip to Punta Cana. Like I want girls who are like ready to push in this pod, which is why I reach out to each of you individually to find out what your goals were. So I'll be cleaning out that, and whoever's not in that will get moved to the other pod, which if you guys, like I said, if you have people, you can add them in there and I can add you in there to be their support. Don't feel like it's like my pod. It's like a team pod. But for you guys specifically in this push, does it make you feel more accomplished to be able to tell somebody I'm up in the morning, or hey, I did my shit, or is it an added stress and maybe weekly check-ins are better, or I don't know. What do you guys think? What works for you as people? Because I don't care. I'm a chameleon. I can do whatever works for everybody. I'm eating my bread. Don't judge me.
It kind of gives me anxiety.
Okay.
But not like, it's because I do have that pressure. I put that pressure on myself. Like, I'm like, oh my God, everyone's doing it. And what am I doing? Like, I'm not doing anything. And so like, it gives me anxiety, but I also thrive when I'm anxious because I'm like, oh my God, everyone's doing it. Like, I need to do it too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a toss up, but it is like, I will say, like, I get really anxious whenever I see like a message notification like pop up on it because I'm like, oh my God, there's going to be like 20 messages and I'm going to have to like go back and like read them. And oh my God, what I'm failing. And like,
So I've turned off, in case you guys are wondering about social media, I have no notifications on social media on my phone. For that reason, because I like to, when I'm working, to go in and work. And when I'm not working, to not feel like I need to be working, right? So I totally get that and the intensity of, but also keep in mind, there's only 5 of us.
True.
Group now. So hopefully, you know, unless we're talking about something, it is nice for me to have a place to put questions, like answer questions. Julie, it reminds me to invite if I'm having a crazy day. Absolutely. I'm the same. Like it does. I'm like a competitive person, but also I don't like to be the one, like the slacker of the group. So like, I'm like, well, I guess if, you know, Julie sent 200 and she has 3 kids, what am I doing? You know, like get my shit together.
I don't have any kids. I'm like, I should be doing like 500.
So, but yeah, so that's the thing. It's, for me, it's not meant to be like not trying to create extra stress in anyone's life. At the same time, we are going to be checking in every week with our tracker in the Diamond Push group. So if it's easier to do just a weekly, I'm just somebody who I do like when I do get to tell someone else I did it. Because if you're envisioning, you're pushing. So you're doing the behavior. So it's not, so it's meant to be more of like a, guys, look at this, I killed it today. You know, like that's what it's meant to be, is like reinforcing that feel good. And having people like where you're not alone doing it. You're not sitting by yourself sending a bunch of invites. And then if you're getting a bunch of no's, like you're like, nobody likes me, you know? And we're like there to be like, no, you did the invites, is all that matters, kind of a thing.
Maybe an idea would be it to be optional for a daily check-in, but like, you know, not mandatory, but like required or whatever, suggested strongly that it's,
Mandatory.
You know, yeah, once a week or like, you know, midway through the week on Wednesday and Sunday or
Okay.
Saturday, whatever, you know, like mandatory 2 check-ins, but like have it there as like the optional, like if we're struggling or we had a really great day and we want to share it with somebody, but like, you know.
Absolutely. I like that. Okay. So, so this is what I'll do. We'll have it be, the accountability can be what you want it. So I will commit to checking in with my daily tracker every day. Whoever wants to do that with me and feels good about that and that motivates them, do that. If not, we will have, I like the two times a week mandatory. We're going to use the word mandatory because this is a push group. And they're saying that you want bigger things. So I'm going to have requirements for all of us. I'm doing the same push, just so we're clear. Like, I'm trying to push my second CBC to diamond. I have nobody. I am on the same train you guys are. Okay. So we're in this together. Twice a week, Wednesdays and Sundays, I will try to like do a reminder. I'll write it in my planner. Or if you guys remember that today's mandatory day, like post in there, here's my mandatory check-in, and put mandatory X like huge, make sure everyone knows that it's mandatory. And then I'm a harsh leader. And Wednesdays and Sundays, let's do that. And for those who want the daily accountability, take it. That's like the goal of it. And those who are like, you know what, it's just easier for me to like focus and then do that. Whatever works best for you guys. That's what I'm saying. I want it to be what it is going to work for you. That being said, I'm also hoping that once a day you guys will look in the chat, no matter what, because that's where I post recordings. That's where I post trainings that are really valuable, or just like announcements or things that like I want you guys to know about. It's a lot easier than, because like Sarah's not here, Jessica's not here, so there's like 6 of you guys, you know, who are like building, and then I have girls who are like new. So I'm talking to probably 15 coaches a day on average with questions or answers or whatever. Maybe not a day, but every other day. So if I can at least have like a general area where I know I can be like, hey guys, here's the Zoom link for the team call, or hey guys, here's your daily challenge. I need you to send an extra 10 invites or whatever. And I know that at least once a day you're going to check into that pod and at least see if I put anything in there that would make my life so much easier. Are you guys down for that?
Yes. I have a question though. Can we please, okay, because I am struggling with the whole Messenger and then the Instagram. Like,
Absolutely.
like if we're gonna, can we just like have one for this specific like group of what we're trying to do? Can we, because you're like telling me the other day, oh, it's in the chat or it's in the group on, it's in the group. And I'm like, Facebook. I'm like looking through my groups. I'm like, what group? Cause I don't know how to use Facebook. Like I'm like looking through, I'm like, I don't see a coach group. Like what the heck? And then my sister's like, oh, duh, it's in Messenger. I'm like, I don't even get notifications for that stupid thing.
Okay. So let me clarify real quick. So this is your coaching pod. Okay.
Okay.
This is for the coaching. The other one on Facebook, it's because you are one of the coaches hosting the Morning Meltdown 100 group.
Oh, okay. All
so
right.
That has different coaches, that has different people in it. And think about how you feel, and then think about times that by 100, and that's how I feel every day. Okay? Okay, what am I checking into? Oh, Team Bold Fitness, Team Thick and Thin. Okay, sharing it to all the pages, like blah, 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 blah. It gets easier over time. But yes, so there's 2 separate groups. I would like you to have notifications on for both of these groups.
Okay.
And other than that,
figure out how to turn them on.
Yeah. And the main reason is that's because you're hosting part of the Morning Meltdown 100 group. That's what the Facebook Messenger is for. The reason we do that in Messenger is because Prep Week is over there in Messenger, like on Facebook and all of that stuff. I only actually did Instagram for this group specifically because of you, Tyra. So you should know that this is your fault that we're in.
Well, and it taught me Instagram because I don't Instagram. So I had to be like, what is this? What is a pod? Oh, I've learned.
Yeah. Megan, Sarah, and was it Julie? There's like 3 of them who are like very much Facebook people. And like you are literally the main Instagram person who didn't have a Facebook. So this is because of you. So you need to just remember that. Okay.
Thank you.
I also love Instagram, and I love forcing the girls to learn Instagram because I think it's like so important for our businesses. But that's part of the reason why we have 2 groups. So anyways, we'll be getting rid of that Morning Meltdown 100 coach group after this, this month or whatever. And then for the Lift 4 group, whoever chooses to host that we'll have a group for that. So I'll let you know. You can delete that group, and then we'll create a new one. Okay, Tyra?
Okay.
She's already trying to figure out how to do the notifications right now. Okay. Any other questions?
No, I don't have any.
No?
It says my notifications are on. I swear it's not.
It might be a type of notification.
What?
You can have notifications that alert you every time there's, like, you can have the big, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
That's fine. Anybody else? No? Are you guys excited?
Mm-hmm.
Megan?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
I'll just pick your brain later about it, because I don't know. So on the PV, in theory, you're building, the team is on the left leg, right?
I'd have to look at your downline, but yeah.
I think it is.
Because you're on left leg. So yes.
So then I want to be building my right leg.
You want to build even right now. So PV is your purchases or customer purchases. So right now you're building with a lot of coach purchases, which is not, it goes to your team volume, not to your personal volume. So the 100 PV, that's why I usually recommend in the beginning, when you're just focused on signing up coaches, you do the 100 PV under your account by Shaco. But with Patrick, he only has to be an active coach. So he only has to have 50.
I'm just thinking for like the future and building the next account. Like, did I totally screw myself
on the other leg?
On Sarah's leg?
Yeah.
Can I ever delete him and try again? Or like forever, like in a year when I try and sign him up again, is he going to be forced on the leg he was on before?
That's what everyone says, but I always say give it a try if you want. I would wait till after your diamond and then do it at that point. But if not, you could always try. I've had things maneuvered before. I've maneuvered some things. Like I had a girl who switched to me as a coach before the 6-week mark of canceling her account. Things like that. Like they've let some stuff through the cracks over the years. So I don't know. Maybe you could. It could be possible. But if not, then we'll have to figure out another person to put on that other leg that can be your control account.
Yeah. I'll just have to have a baby at 18 years old. It'll just walk in so I can control their account. This is my 18-year-old grown baby.
It's fine. I'm only 30. It's not weird. Anyways, we'll chat some more about specifics for that kind of stuff.
Me too. I need to figure out like quite a bit of things on this back office, because I keep going in there and I'm like, oh, what the heck is this?
So like I said, I'm hosting a team call next week.
Maybe it should be a back office.
Back office or like diamond breakdown, like understanding your okay. I can do that. I wouldn't be opposed to it. And if the other girls have some other idea, we can always do again, like on the weekends, I can host a call for you guys specifically. We can even pull up your accounts individually and talk about them, and break them down and all of that stuff.
Poor Julie was like, we're out.
I know. Her kids are probably like, Mom, focus.
What time zone are they in?
She's 2 hours ahead.
Where is she?
She's on the East Coast.
So she's 2 hours ahead from me. Or an hour ahead from me. You guys are 2 hours ahead or behind me. Because I'm in Texas. So she's 3.
She's 3.
Yeah.
Everything you just said is extremely confusing to me. Arizona's the same.
I know. Moving from Arizona to a different state with different time zone, like that actually changes. It has
Absolutely.
Whatever it's called, daylight savings time.
It's very confusing for me. And Sam and I get every year we have a discussion aggressively about time zones. Because I'm like, Arizona's the same. We do not change. You are changing. So you are the issue, not me. She's like, you don't say the same. I'm like, yes, we do. It's called Mountain Standard Time. Thank you. And she's like, that's not right. I'm like, yes, it is, Sam. Go away. I'm like, I've learned this since I was a child. I'm not changing for you now.
Arizona's being extra.
Yeah.